if you haven't done any planning up to this point, what's the advantage of pre-planning versus waiting until the person passes away, and what are some of the issues that you would confront legally or things to think about if you're pre-planning?
Well, the first thing I think everybody ought to have, there's 5 documents. A will, power of attorney, a medical power of attorney, medical records release, and a physician's directive. When I was 40 years old, I decided that I didn't want to be like the carpenter whose house was falling down over his head. So since I do all this, I didn't have these things in place, and so I took the time to sit down and draft these up for my wife. And every year between Christmas and New Year's, we go back and we review those documents to make sure that they still do what we want them to do. One of the things that Martin and I see in practice with people that are kind of in a crisis management situation and they need to go into a nursing home because they've had some kind of episode or event that has caused them to need 24/7 care. They don't have these documents in place. And if they're suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's, it makes it more difficult in order to get those documents signed. The other problem I run into often has to do with wills. I'll have somebody call me up and say, well, my mama died and I need to get the house in my name. And I say, well, is your dad's name on the house? And they'll say no. And I said, well, where's your dad? Oh, Daddy died 20 years ago. Neither one of them had a will, because you've got to go back and do other things in order to reconstruct that. So everybody ought to have those 5 documents in place. When you do, it makes it a whole lot easier when it's time to do some of the other things we're going to be talking about tonight.